We're gonna take a little time, make sure everyone gets on that needs to get on. Remember, you need to practice knives. These are very important because this is what we are doing till you guys test. Is knife defense. So just gonna wait a little bit, see if anyone else gets on. Then we'll get started. Put on some background music. How about that? Alright. Cool. Grab your knives. Grab them practice knives. And this is what we're going to use today. So, we're going to go over all of the strikes and the blocks, and then we're going to have Mr. Churchman come out here, and he's going to be my helper for today. So, go ahead and grab it in your right hand. Make sure it's your right hand that you're holding it in. So, this side, this hand, right here, this guy. Awesome. That is what we're going to be using. So, we're going to just go through 1 and 2 for now. 1 and 2. So, remember, when we do our strikes, we need to step forward. All right? Just like we did with our sticks, right? Where we did that V, we're doing the same thing with our blocks. So, 1, you bring it from up to down. And 2 is the opposite, from here down. So, 1, high, low, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Just keep moving your body. Excellent. You guys doing great. Keep going. Remember, your feet are the most important part. You need to show me the footwork. The footwork is the most important part. Good. Make sure you guys have the correct footwork with it. And remember, that other hand, the hand that you're not using, don't put it down here. Put it in the middle of your body. Up here. There you go. That way you can do whatever you need to when we get to the defense. Keep going, keep going. Excellent, you guys do great. Good, all right. And the next 2 strikes, we got 3 and 4. Ready? So we got 3 across and 4 coming back. Going in a straight line, straight across your belly. Straight line. Same thing, make sure you still have your footwork. Remember, it's that V, so if I am going the same way you guys are, 3, I step out and I go across. And same with 4. I go back and forth. Just like so. Alright, the footwork is important. Make sure we're doing the footwork correctly. So remember, you step forward with it. Step forward in that V. So we got our V with our feet. When we step out, and then we hop. And then we step out with the other one. And we hop. All right, we're going back and forth. Strike and strike. Strike and strike. Excellent. Excellent job, you guys. All right, and the last one we got number 5. Number 5. So remember, number 5, you step in and you poke. Step in, poke. Step in, poke. Step and poke. Straight in. Straight in. Straight in. Good. All right. Now the blocks. So you guys can put your knives away on wherever you want to put them. You can put them in your belt or on the ground. All right. So remember, we're going to do our fluid ones today. So for 1, it's going to be the same hand that we use for number 1. So this side, this hand, it's the same hand, all right? So if I was striking with my right hand, like so, yeah. You're going to use your right hand, come up here, you're going to step out, block, and bring it around, right? So that's number 1, block, around, block, around. Good, and then same thing with number 2. I step out, block, and around. So I'm blocking the entire time. And look, I'm going back and forth with my feet too. My feet are switching too. So I should never use my back hand. I should never use the one furthest away from my opponent. My hand should be the one closest to my opponent. So the one in front of me. Good. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just keep going, keep going. Remember, it's a block and a pass. Block and a pass. Good. Steven, switch your hands, sir. You want to switch your hands. There you go, that hand. Yeah, the one closest to the camera. The one closest to the camera. There you go. Good. You guys are doing great. So again, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. And notice my other hand comes right to the middle of my body. My hands are not down here. If you are in level 3 and your other hand is down here, shame on you. You've been sparring for 2 years now. Keep that hand up. All right? Block, pass. 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 Keep going, keep going. I can still see you, so don't think that just because I'm off screen, I can't see you. Keep going, make it look good. Good, and remember, when you pass, get your waist, get your body out of the way. So if I turn it sideways and I'm doing it for my number 1 strike, right? I need to block, then I'm moving my hips out of the way when I pass. Block, pass, block, pass, block, pass, block, pass. We just keep going, just like so. Good. All right, and time. So go ahead, get where you guys can see me and Mr. Churchma, because we're going to be showing you guys the first little defense that you guys are going to be doing. Now, with this, we're going to be going at it in a certain way. Mr. Churchman is here for my model, so you guys can see what it is supposed to look like. Now, obviously, you guys don't have people to throw around, so what you're doing is you're going at it in the air, all right? So everything we do, you're going to do it in the air. So what I'm defending, you're going to copy and go through the movements with me, all right? So Mr. Churchman's got the blade. We're going to go off of a number 1 strike. So he comes in, I step in and block. That's why the step is important, because if he goes in and does it and I just stay here, he'd still get me. All right, I need to move in with it. So he comes in, I need to move in and stop it here. Now again, look, I'm using the back of my hand, right? I'm not using the front of my hand because if he slips back, now I can't close my hand. All right, this is important. We do not want these cuts. We want to keep that safe. All right, so we got to use the back of our hand. That way it's not being cut. So again, number 1, block. I'm going to pass. I bring my other hand over, and I'm going to grab him. I'm grabbing his hand where the knife is. I want to grab his hand, because if I grab his wrist, look at this. He's got all this movement in there, all right? So grab the hand, the thing that's controlling the knife. From there, all I do is pass this way. All I'm doing is passing this way. Look at his body. It doesn't like that at all. See how he's moving? And again, I could go like this, and he has to follow me, or I can come back down this way. Yeah, so it's a wrist lock, all right? This is a wrist lock that we're going over. So, sorry. All right, so again, block, down and around. Other hand on top, pass back. All right, that's all you're doing. So, if we do this together in the air, ready? For number 1, and block, pass, grab, and pull. Now, the faster you go with that, right? I'm not going to actually do this to Mr. Churchma, but the faster you go with that, so you grab and you go like that, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to go down, and it's going to hurt their arm really badly, okay? So everything we do is slow, right? Everything we practice is slow. That way we don't hurt anyone here at the karate school. And that's why we're going it at this pace. So we're going to go through it quite a bit more, all right? So go ahead and go. So if I'm doing it towards the camera, I block, pass, grab, and pull, all right? Again, it's block, pass, grab, and pull. If I'm doing it sideways, so again, pretend Mr. Churchman's there in front of me. Step in, block, pass, grab, and pull. Wrong way. That was number 2. All right. If I'm facing this way, again. So remember that on the TV screen, this is my right hand and this is my left hand. So if I'm going towards the screen, I'm gonna be opposite. So this is my right hand, just like you guys. All right. But every other way, I'm gonna be doing it with the correct side. All right, so if I face this way, this is my right hand. This guy right here, right? So I step in, I block, I pass, I grab, and I twist. Now, when I do this, think about it this way. When I block, it's on the inside of my belly, or my body. All right, so this is the inside, this is the outside. All right, so inside, outside. When I block, it's on the inside. When I pass, I bring it to the outside, I grab on the outside, and then I twist back to the inside, all right? Because I have less control here and more control here, all right? So it's this one's one of the more simple ones that we are learning, all right? So again, I pass, block, pass, grab, twist. Block, pass, grab, twist. All right, so when you go fast, it's 1 around and through. All right, so 1 here and through. Good. All right, and on to the next one. So we're gonna go. That was block 1. Now block 2 has the same block, right? Well, you're basically doing the same movement. All right. So Mr. Churchman, when he attacks me this time, it's going to be a number 2 strike. So, same thing, number 2 strike, I step in and block. Because again, if I do this, look at all of that open space he can get me. All right, so stepping in is important. He comes in with that number 2 strike, bam. Good. I pass. I grab, and I pull, twist. Whoa, it's like we just did this or something. All right? It's exactly the same movement, but now I'm using my opposite hand. All right? So instead of using my right hand, which I did it with for the number 1, I use this hand. For the number 2, I use my left hand here. And when I pass, I just bring my right hand on top and I twist this way. Now, you want their fingers facing straight towards the sky, not here, because this doesn't do anything. He can pull it back, he can hit me, he can do a whole bunch of things. But if I turn it towards the sky, he doesn't like that very much, okay? So turn the knuckles or the fingers towards the sky. Good. One more time. So make sure you guys are using your left hand when you do this one. He comes in, left hand block, around, grab, and twist. Go ahead and go. So we did our right hand, now let's do our left hand. All right, so if I turn this way, I step, block, pass, grab, twist, block, pass, grab, twist. And we're just going to keep going. Excellent job, you guys. Keep going. Keep going with that knife defense. Keep going. Good, you guys are doing great. Block. Pass. Good. Keep going, keep going. You guys are doing great. I want you guys to get good at these, so when we come back, I could be like, yo, let's do this one again. And you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that. And you guys can do it with partners. Because that's how it works. First one. Excellent job, guys. You guys are doing great. The more we do it, the easier it gets, the more we know what it is. All right? Okay. All right, and time. So the next thing we're going to do is called a flow drill. All right, so a flow drill is where one partner has is attacking, one partner is defending, and you just keep going between the two. So if Mr. Churchman is attacking and I'm defending, well then we go through the flow drill and it switches places to where now I'm attacking and he's defending, and we just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? So that's what a flow drill is where we can just keep going and going and going. So the flow drill for today, it can work off of both 1 or 2. 1, you have to put an extra step. 2 is much, no, 2 you have to put in the extra step. 1 you don't have to. All right, so we're going to go off of the 1. So Mr. Churchman attacks me with number 1 strike. I step in and block. I pass. Instead of bringing it all the way out here when I do this, I'm going to bring it to him. I go 1, 2. Now watch, I use, see this little knob here on the bottom of his knife? It's nice and bright red. I'm grabbing that and taking the knife from him. Now look, I have the knife. Now it's his turn. Same thing. Block, pass, up, 1, 2. He can grab it, and he's got the knife. And then we can just keep going and going and going. All right, so the block. So what we're going to do for you guys is you are going to go through the blocking sequence because that one's the harder side. So you're going to take your right hand. You're going to block, pass, grab. You're going in. You're going 1, 2, and then you grab the knife and now you have it. So again, if Mr. Church was my partner, I'm going to go in ultra slow motion. So again, I block, I pass, other hand comes up, I bring it in, poke, I grab, and I pull back. All right, so when I grab it, I keep this hand on his hand as I grab the end of the knife to come back, okay? So that is the flow. Let's go ahead and do this again. So we block, pass, grab, 1, 2, grab the knife, and pull back. Good. Go ahead and do it again. Grab, pass, grab, 1, 2, grab the knife. Excellent. You guys are doing great. Let's do it again. Ready, go. Block, pass, grab, up, in, grab it, and pull back. Good. Let's do it again. Ready, and block, pass, grab, up, in, grab the knife, pull back. Awesome. And again, this is a flow drill, which means everyone gets to do it, and it just keeps going and going and going. All right? And it's the same for number 2. You just add another of the passes into it, right? So if I did it with number 2, it'd be pass, block, pass, here, and then do the same thing. It just adds another step, all right? But I want you guys to practice that a little bit for me. Go ahead and practice the blocking sequence for the flow drill. So pass, or block, pass, grab. 1, 2, and pull back. Good. Just keep going, keep going. All right? I want you guys to do that for me. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Keep going, keep going. Block, pass, grab, 1, 2, and pull back. Make sure we're not just standing there, guys. So like Ryan, you should be doing what I'm doing right now. Block, pass, grab, 1, 2, and pull back. Good, let's do it again. Block, pass, grab, 1, 2, and pull back. All right, let's do it again. Block, pass, grab, 1, 2, and pull back. Excellent job. All right, go ahead and time. Look back up here, look back up here. So, knife defense. This is a very serious subject, right? Everything that we're doing here is to protect you guys, all right? That way, if this ever happens to you, you know how to get out of that situation and get home safely, okay? This is all very important stuff. I'm not teaching you this just for fun. I'm not teaching you this just because. I'm teaching you this so you guys can protect your lives, all right? So we need to take this seriously, and we need to make sure that we're doing things the right way, okay? And that's why we're kind of going in slow motion. I know there's only so much that we could do over video, and that's a-okay. When we come back is when we can make it real. We can put it in, and we can do it with each other, okay? So, with those blocks, with the strikes, with everything, make sure you know what you are doing when we're doing them, okay? Make sure you guys are following along with what I'm telling you to do, okay? You guys are leadership. You guys are my leaders. I want you to act like it. Act like my leaders, okay? So everything that we're doing is for you guys, all right? And remember, with the few little things with knife defense, never, ever, ever use this side of your hand, right? Because if your puppet strings get cut, which is in here, these are all your puppet strings. They're the things that when you go like this, you can actually feel them, where they move in your hand like this, right? You could feel them. If you get those cut, then you cannot close your hand. And you need to be able to close your hand when we're doing knife defense, okay? So everything we do, we use the back of our hand, all right? Because this side, if this side gets cut, that's a-okay. Then you can still close your hand and you can still defend yourself, okay? So make sure you guys are doing that. Next little thing, remember that if this ever happens to you, your adrenaline is going to be going crazy. All right, so your adrenaline is kind of like that feeling you get when you do something really exciting, like a roller coaster. You get done and you're like, oh my god, 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 or like anything kind of crazy like that, right? That's your adrenaline, okay? When your adrenaline is going, you cannot use what we call fine motor skills. Fine motor skills are things like maybe grabbing a ball or picking something up, turning a key, anything that takes kind of like a very precise movement is out the door. You cannot do that anymore. That's gone forever. Well, not forever, till your adrenaline goes out, right? So everything that we're learning has to do with our what we call gross motor skills. That's why, like, the very first move you do, you're not grabbing anything, right? I'm not trying to grab the hand that with the knife in it. No, I'm blocking with the back of my hand because this here is bigger than trying to grab something, okay? So everything we do is going to be kind of big movements like that. That's why even the grab that I had you do, I'm not trying to get you guys to grab like this. No, no. It's a clasp, right? So I block and I bring this hand over, and all I'm doing is clapping my hands when I grab the hand, right? I'm not trying to like grab it. All right, so everything we're learning is going to be kind of on those. Other announcements for you guys, and then we're done here. Make sure you guys are on watch.westminstermhk.com. It is very, very important. All of your stuff is there. All right, so everything, your forms, combinations, the word of the month, everything is on there, as well as all your homework. The character challenge worksheet for visualization is on there. All right, so you guys can get that done. If you are in level 2 or 3, you still have to say it, right? So you send us a video of you guys saying the word of the month. I know Haley did it last time, and a few others did as well. So you guys can send us that and your page and your poster like this, and that is your gray stripe for visualization. Also on there is attendance, so you guys can keep track of that and make sure we're being aware that you took class. If you're in level 1 or 2, you need commas next month. You are going to be doing comma 1 or comma 2. If you are in level 3, you would need your bow staffs because you guys are doing bow staffs next month. Make sure you guys, if you need extra help with any of the forms, any of the combinations, if you're a brown-red and you're testing for high brown and you need help with any of the forms and or combinations, take advantage of the private lessons. They're 2:30 to 4 every day, Monday through Friday. All right, so you guys can get that extra help. And make sure you guys, during class or in the weekly challenge videos or in any pictures that you guys are posing for, make sure you guys are in your full uniform, okay? Make sure you're wearing your pants, your belt, your gi, your shirt, everything, okay? It's very, very important because you guys are representing Mile High Karate. And I don't want, I don't want you guys wearing your PJs and some kind of like weird shirt or a jacket or, something like crazy, right? I want you in your gi, okay? That way you're representing Mile High Karate. Other than that, that is everything. Thank you guys for joining me today. Have a great afternoon. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.